Morning, everybody. Well, I wish my students could settle down that fast. That's pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Michael Scott, Dean of the Richard A. Henson School of Science and Technology. Thank you for joining us today in Salisbury University's Great Hall for our ceremony to enact this important agreement between NASA and Salisbury University. At this time, I'd like to introduce our official party, and they can come and join me in the hot seats up here at the front. Foremost, please join me in recognizing our host for today's event, the president of Salisbury University, Dr. Carolyn Lepre. You're welcome. Joining President Lepre as co-host of our ceremony today is Director of NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, Dr. Mackenzie Listrop. Also, please welcome Salisbury University Provost, Dr. Lori Couch. And in addition, we are joined by the Director of Wallops Flight Facility and my partner in crime, Dave Pierce. Thanks, Dave. In addition to our esteemed official party, we have a number of elected officials and community leaders here today. We are really grateful for your continued show of support for our university and our region. Thank you so much for being here today. At this time, if you would please welcome President Carolyn Lepre.
Good morning, everybody. It is an absolute pleasure for me to be able to welcome all of you to Salisbury University as we gather together today to celebrate a significant milestone in our ongoing partnership with NASA Wallops Flight Facility. On behalf of the entire university community, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our distinguished guests from NASA, our faculty, staff, and students, and all those who have joined us here today, especially Dr. Listrop and Director Pierce. We're so glad you're here with us today. Thank you for being here. This occasion marks a momentous agreement between our institution and NASA Wallops, one that underscores the spirit of collaboration and innovation that defines both of our organizations. The agreement we are signing today represents not only a commitment to advancing scientific research and exploration, but also to fostering a deeper connection between academia and industry, between learning and application. And this is what we are trying so hard to share with our students, to see how what they're learning in the classroom is connecting to what they're going to do as a career. NASA Wallops has long been at the forefront of space exploration, pioneering breakthroughs that have expanded our understanding of the universe and inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. Similarly, SU has a proud tradition of academic excellence and a dedication to pushing the boundaries of knowledge across various disciplines. By joining forces, we are embarking on a journey that holds immense promise for the future. Together, we will leverage our collective expertise, resources, and ingenuity to tackle some of the most pressing challenges that are facing our world today. From space exploration and technology development to environmental sustainability and beyond, our collaboration with NASA Wallops opens up new frontiers of discovery and innovation. But beyond the scientific and technological advancements, today's agreement is a testament to the power of partnerships and how they will shape our future. It symbolizes our shared commitment to nurturing talent, fostering collaboration, and making a meaningful impact on society. So I hope that together we will inspire the next generation of leaders and innovators, empowering them to reach for the stars, if I can say that, and make their mark on our universe. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you, President Lepre. Now I'd like to welcome the Director of Goddard Space Flight Center, Dr. Mackenzie Listrip.
Good morning, everyone. It is so exciting to be here. As was just mentioned, I am the director of Goddard Space Flight Center. We are, our largest campus is in Greenbelt, Maryland, but of course, Wallops Flight Facility is a critical piece of the center. Wallops is a national asset. It's a total jewel in NASA's crown. And some of the most innovative work being done at NASA is happening right here at Wallops. So I could not be happier to have this agreement and cooperation and partnership with Salisbury University. So Dr. Lepre, thank you very much for the opportunity for us to be here and to be able to demonstrate that partnership here today. As I said, a lot of innovation is happening at Wallops, whether it's the work that we do in CubeSats or balloons or suborbital rockets or our orbital launches. So much is happening right here on the Eastern Shore, and partnering with Salisbury enables us to be able to bring in the best and brightest and have them doing this meaningful work out here in the beautiful Eastern Shore. So this is, I think, an opportunity where we have worked together, but this really codifies a strong, long-lasting partnership between our two organizations that is going to further, certainly, the science and engineering, but again, furthering the inspiration and the training and development of our next generation of STEM workforce. And we have a lot in common, Salisbury and Goddard and Wallops. There's a commitment to excellence, to innovation, and really a drive for expanding our horizons, whether that's the horizons of students and their future, whether it's expanding the horizons of our individual workers and having them get the experience to be able to really do more than they ever thought possible with their careers, and then of course expanding the possibilities of technology and science in general. And so I think that we make natural partners here beyond just our geographical proximity. We're growing at Wallops. We have a tremendous amount of support for Wallops, and I thank our stakeholders in this room and beyond who have demonstrated that support over and over. And that support means that we have the ability to do incredible missions, amazing science, technology development, innovation, and that we get to do it with people who are here from the area and want to stay and are committed to this region. And so that support, the partnership, it's so important to us. So I'm really excited about starting this journey together and looking forward to meeting many more of you and working together in the future. This is a great day for NASA, for Goddard, for Wallops, and like I said, I just want to really thank everyone at Salisbury for helping to make this happen and for having us here today. And I'm going to pass things off now. Great, thank you. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much, Director Listrip. At this time, if you'll please join me in welcoming Wallops Flight Facility Director, David Pierce.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is indeed a great day for NASA. We are so happy to be here. This has been a culmination of a lot of work. Our regional partners in our region, Worcester, Wycomico, Somerset County, have worked together with Dr. Mike Scott to bring together today. You know, this is an exciting time for all of us who are devoted to aerospace and aviation and space exploration, and especially at NASA Goddard's Wallops Flight Facility. I want to thank Dr. Lepre and Dr. Listrip for your leadership and your vision to ensure the future of Wallops. While today's marks NASA and Salisbury University formally entering into this partnership, it's proof positive that our work together over decades are a number of NASA employees who have graduated from SU, some of whom are joining us here today. Let's give them a round of applause. And I'm very happy to report, as Dr. Listrip mentioned, Wallops is really taking off, underscoring the importance of fostering this partnership with Salisbury University to create innovative, and a diverse workforce to advance NASA's mission well into the next century. Just this year, the team at Wallops is engaged in over 40 missions to support NASA science, technology, exploration from all places around the globe. And led by our education team, Wallops serves as a training ground for young scientists and engineers from across Delmarva, where students are engaged in hands-on work and they are authentically designing, building, testing, and flying their experiments on NASA launch vehicles. As an example, one recent NASA intern from SU helped lead the development of the Delmarva Mesonet system, a state-of-the-art weather system which is operated and maintained right here on SU campus over at the ball field. And it's helping us improve weather forecasting across Delmarva and is serving as a pathway for technology to look at weather across the country. So as you can tell, it's certainly never a dull workday at Wallops. And as I like to say, come to Wallops, work in space, live on the shore. So thank you again, Dr. Lepre. Thank you, Dr. Lidstrup, for your vision and your steadfast support of what we do at Wallops. We're over the moon excited for our future together with Salisbury University, and we're ready to get to work. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. Now I'd like to welcome Provost Couch.
So I too would like to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests from NASA. It is a wonderful day when you can have this kind of partnership to celebrate. I'm particularly delighted because I understand the impact that this is going to have on our students and our faculty. And so I wanted to speak just briefly about that. Our students and our faculty are absolutely going to benefit from working alongside the top experts in the field. That is not something that every student gets every day, and so we are particularly happy to be able to be a part of this agreement because of that. Our students are going to have opportunities to participate in cutting-edge research and also in development projects, which they might not have without this agreement. They're also going to develop critical skills that are going to set them on a course for a lifetime of achievement, and that's something that we really value. They're going to have personal and professional gain as a result of this, and our faculty will too. They're also going to be a part of something that is incredibly special, the future of space exploration. And again, not everybody gets to say that. And so it's a really wonderful piece of what this agreement is all about, that they are going to have the opportunity of a lifetime. For our colleagues at Wallops, I think you'll be impressed when you see the students and the faculty that you get to work with. They're going to bring their highly engaged mentality, they're going to bring their excitement, and their very strong preparation to all the different kinds of projects that we're going to get involved in here. They're very creative, very innovative. They'll bring new design ideas and new theories about the ways that we can improve in all the work that we do. And so I think that you will find that there's going to be a high degree of success that comes out of this partnership. So we have every confidence that you're going to be impressed with the readiness, the quality, and the excitement of those that SU brings to you. So we're very eager to learn how all of this turns out and can't wait to see some of the outcomes that this expanded partnership will bring. I'm particularly grateful to David Pierce. Thank you. He has not only been a champion of this partnership, but he actually was very instrumental in hammering out the details of how it all would work. And I think that's a testament to how important he thinks that this agreement is. So thank you for that. And certainly, Director Lidstrup, the fact that you're here today in person to celebrate this shows that you are really seeing the value in this partnership. And so thank you for that. There are a few other people that I want to recognize that I think we just probably should celebrate in the context of this agreement. They are some of our faculty who have been instrumental in developing and nurturing this partnership along. In particular, Dr. Matt Bailey, who is our chair of physics. He leads the department that has produced dozens of current and former Wallops employees. Dr. Mark Muller, who is the coordinator of our engineering, and he has facilitated this internship program and its expansion, especially in the context of the Space Act partnership. And Art Limbo, and he's here representing Dr. Dan Harris. Together, they have really supported the meteorology faculty in the work that Dr. Pierce mentioned. They've both been instrumental in improving weather forecasting in both flight and operational means. And so just really want to take a moment to thank them for their work here. Finally, I would be remiss if I didn't also recognize Dr. Mike Scott, my colleague here, who has really spearheaded expanding this partnership. And he has been a real champion of all of the potential that this brings both to Wallops and to SU. And so I want to thank him specifically. So with that, I'll turn it back over to him. Make you do your work.
Yes. Thank you so much, Provost Couch. And before Salisbury University and NASA formally enter into this partnership, I'll just add, we won't bother to sort of thank everybody again, but I really do appreciate these types of agreements only come about through sustained and sort of constant action and pushing along, because everybody's got a lot to do, particularly at NASA, quite honestly. There's a lot going on. And so we just really value that partnership and the work that we put in to get this done. And just so everybody is clear, again, NASA Wallops and Salisbury University have been working together for a long time, right? And so we've been close partners for a long time. This agreement is just a fundamental change in that partnership that formalizes the work that we can do together, expands the capacity of what we can do together, and that's one of the reasons I'm so excited about it. And lastly, I'll just put in a pitch. For those of you who are here, many of you might know some young, say high school students, for example, who are interested in a career in STEM and want to have the ability to work at one of the premier space flight facilities on planet Earth. Salisbury University can help make that happen. So I would encourage you to spread the word to the young people in your life. This is just a tremendous opportunity for them, and we intend to make the most of it. So thanks very much. Okay, so now for the official signing of the formal Memorandum of Understanding enacting the agreement between NASA and Salisbury University. This agreement, again, creates a collaboration and a partnership that connects talented students and professors to mission area professionals across Wallops projects, laboratories, facilities, and operational programs. The core of the agreement and its execution will be the bridge for Salisbury University and Wallops Flight Facility to leverage an array of STEM disciplines, including, but not limited to, engineering, physics, computer science, chemistry, mathematics, and business technology that develops the future diverse workforce development. At this time, I'd like to ask our official party to please proceed to the signing table. And those of you from the press who want to get photos of this, please feel free to come forward. This is so exciting. Okay, so President Lepre and Director Listrup will now sign 3 ceremonial certificates formally enacting this agreement between Salisbury University and NASA. 1 certificate will remain here at SU, and the others will be at NASA Goddard and NASA Wallops. The certificates will be displayed prominently as a reminder of the importance of this agreement to our future and for the advancement of aerospace right here on Eastern Shore.
I'm really grateful that I've had the opportunity to do the work I've been able to do. I came to Salisbury in 1986 and been a part of the community. And that's my theme for Wallops, that we're part of the community and we have something invested. We have a stake here on Delmarva. And we really want this work that we're doing, this exciting work that we're doing, to be a springboard for young people's careers.
We've been partnering with NASA for a long time, decades probably, right? But basically informally, sort of one-offs, taking advantage of individual opportunities when they came about. And it was through that relationship that we began to realize that if we had a more formal partnership, we would be able to accomplish a great deal more and give much more opportunity for both our faculty and our students to engage at NASA.
So the SU students that were participating in the Mesonet project, one of which graduated and is now a graduate student. So it really helped solidify for that young lady that she wanted to continue her career in science, and she's making her dreams come true. And I think Wallops played a part in that, working with SU in providing her that research opportunity that she needed to have to take her to the next level.
We very much view this primarily as a workforce development initiative, right? So NASA needs qualified graduates of Salisbury University to come work in the myriad of different areas that they have, right? From engineering, physics, computer science, chemistry, but also business and communications and education. This is a wide range.
So it's across all of our science, from computer science to engineering, whether it's mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. It involves aerospace technology, such as lighter than air technology, such as balloons. It involves sounding rockets, everything from building up the payload to checking out the mission, the electronics, the science experiment itself, to being on console and developing the plan to launch the rocket, to launch it safely, and to recover the vehicle and the science experiment and bring it back.
And so what this agreement will do, it give us the opportunity to do a very much expanded internship program. And that internship program, almost always, if those students are doing interns, once they graduate, they're almost always offered jobs at the end of those internships. At the same time, there is the professional connection, right, between the scientists here at Salisbury and the scientists and engineers down at NASA. So being able to collaborate on, like you said, for example, guest speakers coming in to talk to our students about what the state of the art in aerospace is and space exploration. And then there's the flip side of the NASA engineers and scientists gaining the expertise of the professionals here at Salisbury.
So part of what we just were working on was the Delmarva Mesonet, and we continue to work that, where student interns can come and help build a state-of-the-art weather system, and then we'll deploy it across Delmarva, which will improve weather forecasting here on the shore. But also to have them work on sounding rocket payloads, or on balloon payloads, or on aircraft payloads, where they can design, build, test, and fly their experiment, their payload, on a NASA vehicle.
So we are getting ready to break ground on the new planetarium here at Salisbury University. It's going to go just on the backside of Henson Hall for those who are familiar with campus. That planetarium, we are planning on partnering with some of the Wallops scientists to offer programming there during the summer or that sort of thing, and the community will eventually be able to come and actually hear, say, Wallops rocket scientists talk about the mission that they've got cooking down at Wallops, and we'll be able to show it in the planetarium about how it might, where it will go and how that relates to where the Earth is and other planetary bodies. It should be very cool.
When I started at NC State, opportunities to be interns and to take problems out of the classroom and work in private industry were fairly limited, and they weren't necessarily connected. Today, what you see is we're intentionally working at NASA Wallops to create a work experience that reinforces what the students are learning in the classroom. So it deepens their understanding of the subjects that they're working on, and it helps them decide or discern their future career goals. Do I want to work in that field or not?
Commitment to undergraduate research is a major move forward that this university adopted probably about 20 years ago, I would say. It's always been sort of an undercurrent, but we really decided to lean into it over my time period as faculty and now dean here at SU, which is just tremendous for students, right? So for them to be able to get engaged in the discovery of new knowledge as an undergraduate sets them up for just all sorts of success, right, later in their career. That has been a major change over the time that I've been here at Salisbury. right now we are proposing a new degree in engineering physics. So we've had a track in our physics major for the longest time on engineering physics. We're actually proposing it to make it a standalone degree program, trying to fulfill the workforce needs of facilities like NASA is one of the main reasons we're doing so. It is no surprise that all of those advancements are completely asking us to rethink, basically, right, the way that we go about teaching in the technology realm in particular. And the good news is the faculty are all about it, right? So they, by being STEM faculty, they are inherently interested in innovating, learning whatever is new, and bringing whatever that new technology is to their students, right? That's one of the reasons they love what they do, is because they get to teach this thing that's like always changing, it's always dynamic. And so it's a big question we're having all the time about trying to figure out how to leverage those new technologies.
The increase in other companies in this new commercial, new space sector is just increasing the opportunities at Wallops. We have a number of companies who have come, like Rocket Lab, who are our partner. They are at Wallops. They built components there. They're launching their mission there. To other new companies that want to come to Wallops to test out the rocket for the first time. So this new era of space exploration, this commercial sector, part of our goal here on Delmarva is to grow that commercial space sector, to grow jobs, to be a pipeline, an economic engine, if you will, on Delmarva, to accelerate the pace of private companies doing work in space. And so by that, creating opportunities for people to have jobs on Delmarva. That's our purpose.
We're going to be able to advertise to high school seniors, for example, right? That if you want to come to Salisbury and study, say, engineering physics, we are going to have an opportunity for you to do an internship at one of the premier spaceports on planet Earth, right? And to be able to do that while you're earning your degree here at Salisbury, upon which graduation, if you want, they're almost surely going to offer you a job. That is a pathway for, say, a 16 or 17-year-old student that is tough to beat, quite honestly, right? Salisbury University being so close to Wallops means we have a competitive advantage over much larger schools that are much farther away because we are here, we're in Wallops' backyard.
We believe that you need to inspire students early. And so we're always open for, across Delmarva, scouts to come to Wallops, to have tours, Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts, because we believe that if we can inspire students when they're young, that it's anyone can be work at Wallops. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work at Wallops. You can have a interest in marketing, or an interest in accounting, or an interest in English. So it takes a village to make a place like Wallops go, and we want students, whether they're Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, to know that there's a place at Wallops in their future if they'd like to come and work here. And of course, we look for folks that are entrepreneurial, people who like to work on teams, work well with each other, collaborate, and win. Because it's all about coming together and making a difference to achieve the success of the project. The whole team has to work together.
For the former graduates, many of them, of course, are working at, if they're working at Wallops, for example, we're going to be able to partner with them on all those science experiments and that sort of thing. For if they're not working at Wallops already, certainly the relationship that we have means that we're going to be getting really good notice of employment opportunities that are coming up. Former graduates should always know that they have access to our Career Services Center here at SU forever, right? As long as they live. If they are an alumni of Salisbury, they can make use of our Career Services Center to help either improve the job they've got or find a different career path or whatever it might be. And so we're going to be getting even more interaction with Wallops through the Career Services Center because of this agreement.
We're entering an exciting era of space exploration. We call it the Artemis generation. And so these students are going to be a part of the generation that goes back to the moon and then on to Mars. And when we go to the moon, we're going to be living there sustainably in orbit around the moon, and then astronauts going down to the surface So Wallops is going to play a role in developing probes and systems to help protect our astronauts. We will launch launch vehicles to the moon to carry cargo. So the future is bright at Wallops in terms of that next generation. And so we need students that want to come and work at Wallops and be a part of that future, that Artemis generation future. It's a match with a challenging project with them. And so it's being curious. It's asking questions, not being afraid to raise your hand. Certainly not afraid to raise your hand if you don't understand something or you don't think something is safe.
Being intensely curious is a good thing, right? Particularly when you're in college. So let it roll, right? Faculty get so excited when they encounter a student that is just truly curious about how stuff works or why something is the way it is, right? And this is just the perfect opportunity to ask those questions.
But also being willing to stretch your comfort zone in a project. Maybe if you're not an extrovert, that maybe you take the leadership role sometime in a project. I think that the biggest fear that we have is that we won't be able to inspire that next generation, and that we won't be able to inspire young people to come to work at Wallops. I think that's one of my biggest fears, and to make sure that our people have sufficient resources to do their work.
Students, particularly local students, have a unique opportunity now to attend a top-notch university, get a state-of-the-art STEM education, work an internship at a top flight institution like Wallops, and then turn that internship into a job so that they can stay near their family, stay near all their familial connections, and still work at an extremely well-paying job at the forefront of spaceflight. It's just a tremendous opportunity that there are not that many facilities like Wallops around the country. This is a unique opportunity that Salisbury University provides.
It's so exciting what they have as an opportunity, and it just requires them to want to work hard. We talk about grit. We talk about being excited about the future here in the United States as well as on Delmarva, and to be curious and to keep chasing your dreams. But NASA Wallops is a place where those dreams can come true, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work at Wallops. And like I said, come to Wallops, work in space, and live on the shore. What could be better than that, right?